It's a four-way battle for Southern Hemisphere supremacy. It's what we like to call the Rugby Championship. And it all gets underway here tonight at AMI Stadium, where the All Blacks will be hosting Argentina. Hello everyone and welcome on to Cornflakes Trivia, home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Rugby Championship. Episode 1, Match 1, AMI Stadium is the place to be. The All Blacks going for a lineup in this competition where experimental playing partnerships and all sorts of new tryouts, player fitness, all that sort of thing is going to be the real goal for these sides as they head in towards something much bigger than the Rugby Championship. That is the Rugby World Cup, of course, which is following up not very long after we have a Rugby Championship winner. So the All Blacks are going for a team that has some new looks about it, has some old faces about it, and has some very much future look to it as well. It's the old hands in the front row, especially Woodcock and Mialamu. There's a new look in the second with Romano getting a couple of matches in a row. Kaino, McCaw and Reid, it's almost as if that's a World Cup back row to keep in the pocket. Perenara will get a start inside Dan Carter, and it's an interesting centre pairing with Sonny Bill Williams and Ma'anonu normally competing for the number 12 jumper, will be playing together in the centres. The interesting is Naholo starting in his first ever All Black Test match on the right wing. How will he go? That is the key for this New Zealand side. Piatau on the left, another chance for this Blues player who's had a bit of a fledgling season, and Israel Dagwell. He's hanging by a thread as Dag, and this could be the final chop of the big axe hanging above his head. Argentina, well, what can we say about this team? Getting better and better every single season, toppling the Wallabies last year, and they'll be looking for an even bigger scalp this year as they head towards a World Cup group with their opponents today, the All Blacks, also in their pool. So this is a round one matchup for Rugby World Cup between these two sides when the competition kicks off. So this is huge for Argentina in terms of where they look for their players, where they target against the All Blacks. They've got a very good team. It's all mounted around an extremely good forward pack, launching by this fantastic front row led by Ahurtza, Captain Creevy and Herrera on the tight head side. So that is their key. That's where they'll go. It's 6 and 7. Leguzamon and Fernandez Lobby, who will be key as well to getting over that advantage line. Kubeli is quick and he's snappy. Sanchez is getting a bit of that seasoned pro about him. Outside him is a relative newcomer in Delafonte and Marcelo Bosch, who's been around the block and back again. Santiago's a speedster on the left as Aguja, and Tukalet is growing into a very accomplished fullback for Argentina. All set to kick this one off, the New Zealand All Blacks set up for the haka to kick off the Rugby Championship. And the final time that we may see Richie McCaw and Daniel Carter playing here at AMI Stadium, their home ground in Canterbury. All to play for, Rugby Championship, so much more than just competition points on the line. As up goes Frankton beautifully, pulls that down, and Dan Carter straight through the hole, kicks things off beautifully. The All Blacks on attack, Woodcock away to Reid, and finally a breakdown. The All Blacks have piled on some pressure very early on. It's there for McCaw, goes short to Woodcock. Oh, that's not bad, here's Wasaki. Naholo, putting on the fan on the step. He's got all the tricks. Now it's room out here. Sonny Bill Williams along the touchline, into touch it goes. Oh, what an electric start by the All Blacks. Just what you'd expect. They are not taking any prisoners here against Argentina. Romano will be up against Carriza in the first line out of the match, and it is the Argentinian, Carriza, who takes it down off Creevy's throw. Now it'll be Hertz who'll run it out himself, finding Bosch, and here's some big defense from Kevin Malamu. Absolutely driving tackle, intercepted from Perinara. Didn't see that coming. It's quick into the line of the Argentinians and pips the ball out of the hands but loses it straight away. Hertz. Here's another strong run from the loose head prop.
Release.
Still stuck in their 22 as Creevy, the captain, has a bit of a scamper down the short side. He's pulled up just short of the 22. Now it's Kubeli, who has a bit of a stab and finds support from a big man on his right. Now they're keeping it tight once again.
Release.
Still plenty of ball here for Argentina. Now they'll look to the backs, but it's knocked on. And a mistake from Sanchez. The All Blacks will look to capitalise. They've got advantage, which is over now. As the ball comes out to Perinara, intercepted. And there is no advantage there for the All Blacks. The team holding the ball seems to be the one going backwards. Now Argentina. Oh, Sanchez going for the kick. He's been absolutely hammered. Perinara has been whistled over to the ref and he's gone 10 in the bin. TJ Perinara's gone. Well, Sanchez, it's a heavy hit on the fly half. But he's got up and he'll play on. He's kicked this ball into touch. Kieran Reid trying to save it from the touchline unsuccessfully. Also his home ground as well, but you would hope not his last test here in Christchurch. Creevy to throw in. Argentina lose the ball, and it is that man, Brody Retallick. Carter now continues, but it's a loose ball. Bosch picks it up, and the All Blacks are looking dreadful in attack as Hertz gets yet another hit up in the back line. Big pass wide. Herrera did very well. It's a chance here. Santiago. Oh, he's close, but Dag takes him down just before the line. The All Blacks get numbers in there, and they'll turn this back. Well, just as well, too, because it was looking very dangerous for Argentina. Smashed downfield over there to Tukuleta, who has to have a second go at it. Naholo is flying, but the offload is brilliant. And here's Kabili finding space out there, and Santiago again is the danger man.
Release.
Running through is Bosch now, having a stab. This is good from Argentina. Sanchez is hammered from Carter.
Release.
And Carter will get over the ball quickly. Surely advantage here to the All Blacks. And yes, they turn the ball over. Reid is held up. Good tackle on Kieran Reid. Trudges forward with Franks and Romano on his shoulder, dedicating Argentinian players to the maul as Malamu finding some space to Williams, offloading to Nono. Piantau, here's Charles Piantau looking up against the fullback Tukuled, who makes a superb tackle. Just short of the 22. Retallick, Carter. Now he gets a heavy hit. Quick ball again, Reid. Away to Williams, passing over top. Ma'anono spills a try, and Argentina breaking away. Advantage is over. As is a run from De La Fonte. Gets them up towards halfway. This game has got it all at the moment as now Woodcock has had a swinging arm, and we'll have another penalty, Argentina. Well, Perinara is coming back onto the field, and you have to wonder, how long can Argentina keep this pace up? They're matching it for the All Blacks, and does Sanchez want to go here? No, he doesn't. He'll look for touch instead, and a fading kick finds his way over the line just on the 22. Argentina's biggest task here, though, is to win their line out, something they've struggled with so far. Creevy is the thrower. And he comes, he gets his man nicely, and Petty gets it down. Now Sanchez running a bit of a cut, finds a way straight to Carter, who takes him to ground. The All Blacks defence is solid at the moment as Kabeli has hammered. Santiago gets around Naholo. And there's the matchup. And a real pressure cooker one for Waisake Naholo as well. But look at this, they've turned the ball over. Williams files it wide. Manonu has been hammered. A big shot from Isa. Piatau looking and just about getting away. Showing the outside, trying to step off his right foot. Here's Piranara. Oh, Argentina have brought the A game tonight. Here's Romano looking for space. He finds Naholo. Here's Waisake Naholo. He goes round Tukalet. And Waisake Naholo is over the 22. He's in for his maiden try. And his first ever test for the All Blacks. Waisake Naholo, form player of Super Rugby, gets the opening try. Well, that's why he's in the team. That's what he can do. Devastating ball runner, and he was given far too much space, far too much field. Santiago left him wide open. He left Tukalet, a good defender by international standards, for absolute dust. Didn't know whether to go inside or outside. And Naholo, he's got an electric step. And once he was gone and free, the rest is history book stuff for Waisake Naholo. Try number 1 in his All Black career. Possibly one of many. Wow, the All Blacks have escaped here. They were really under the pump from the Pumas. And almost 10 minutes over the halftime whistle, the halftime hooter, I should say. They have scored the opening try, which Carter has converted. It is 7-0. The All Blacks lead the Pumas here at AMI Stadium. What a 40 minutes of rugby this has been. Argentina showing they are no pushovers. 7-0 the scoreline, and these stats do not reflect on Argentina very well at all. But if you've been watching the first half, you'll know just how good they have played defensively and in attack. They've used the weapons well. The likes of Santiago has really had opportunities on the left wing, and he's taken some good advantages up the field as well. De La Fonte has been very destructive in the middle as well. It's really will look like a matter of time before Argentina may bowl over in that final 10 minutes. But then the All Blacks from nothing have hit straight back. 79-21 possession, 72-28 territory. Line breaks, this is a big one. 3-3 is the split, dead even. What a half it has been. The yellow card, of course, to Piranara. Not the best at all, but he recovered nicely. Handling errors 4-3. The All Blacks just taking that, but with a mile more ball that's expected that they should lead the handling errors as well. Argentina still very much in this game and still very much to learn as they'll look ahead this match to compare towards World Cup opening match for these two sides, which will be a rematch of what we have tonight, but on the other side of the world. Well, what has the second half got to offer here? Will the All Blacks slowly but surely make their way on the scoreboard and into this match, or will Argentina continue to build pressure and put it back on the home team? Oh, Romano! Oh, that is absolutely superb. Flying high, finding Williams, who loses the ball to Iherza. And look at this, straight out to Gabelli it goes. He stepped and gone again before coming back to Leguizamon. He sets it up midfield for Argentina. No numbers at all. And Kieran Reid says thank you very much. And he pulls that one away for the All Blacks. Here's McCaw finding Williams. Oh, Sonny Bill. He's way. He's trying to find Naholo. He can't get him. Oh, what a good tackle. Wrapping him up. Now here's Piranara. Oh, Piranara. Oh, good word. What a try from the little scrum half. Didn't look like he was ever going to get there, but it just kept creeping closer and closer, and then he dots it down for a fantastic try. This was superb. You saw him looking, trying to find Naholo, who just couldn't find the opening, and then Piranara looking, Naholo, no, I'll just go myself. And he did it superbly. Cabelli just held off like he was looking for, waiting for the play to come. Creevy hit the ruck beautifully, but there you see Naholo was just out of shot, and Piranara just went round the outside, looking to pull in the defender. In the end, did it all himself. What a great try on the All Blacks. get their second of the match, and now they look like they might pull away. Heavy wind up against Carter now. This is going to be a difficult kick to take. Steps up, home ground, he should know this well, and that is a great display of home ground awareness there. He has the ball on a string and he is playing it beautifully at the moment. Daniel Carter finding form when it really matters. He got better and better through Super Rugby, and now the test window opens. He's taking his game to another level. Up goes the kickoff again from Sanchez. Kaino finds Perenara. Away to McCaw. Nonu. Oh, Nonu! Through one would-be tackler. That was Marcelo Bosch. Goes second runner through. Here's Perenara. Perenara. Oh, Perenara! Don't do it again, TJ! He's up over halfway. 10-metre line. And oh, turnover ball and a hospital pass. Bosch is having a nightmare out there. Ahurta looks to Sanchez. Over the top he goes. Advantage Argentina. And through the middle goes Penny. He's having a great run. Over halfway, he's on the 10-metre line as well. Kubali. Oh, he's picked up. Advantage Argentina. But it's going to be a try. Here goes Aguja. He's in for the first. And the Pumas are on the scoreboard. Wow, the All Blacks were completely rattled there. They were offside, they were out of position, they were a complete mess, and this extremely fast recycled ball was the key. Juan Martin Fernandez lobby with the offload to that man, Aguja, who gets the opening try for Argentina. This was great. Here you'll see Fernandez lobby, there he is, pops the ball up beautifully. Away for Aguja, who is an excellent finisher of a try. And he gets another one. Argentina, wow, they will be absolutely ecstatic. Sanchez will be having this kick to bring them within 7. Steps up, strikes it nicely and adds the 2. It's 14-7. Argentina back in this game. Well, they've improved dramatically, have Argentina. Now Carter's back at halfway. Strong wind in his face. Kicks it, right-hand side deep, but very high, and Waisaki Naholo again pulls that in. Woodcock, numbers out here, Piatau, the 2 wingers looking to execute. Just outside the 22, Perenara, who has been absolutely brilliant tonight, finds Martinonu, and Martinonu's through. Oh, good tackle to Colette, and intercepted as well. Argentina will run it back, and again, oh, it's Aguja who gets hit hard. Woodcock coming over the top as Piatau made the tackle around the legs. Dreadful hit. And penalty Argentina, 18 to go. They're looking to find their way back in the match. Sanchez, wind at his back, has hammered this over halfway. Set play time. 15 minutes in the match. Creevy to throw. 5-man line out. Oh, quickly up is Retallick. And it goes out to McCaw. Defensive line moving into a set play. Williams still got numbers out here. Again it's Naholo. Back it goes to Nonu, who's given it to no one. And easily picked up there from Issa, who gets the job for Argentina back on the ball and loses it again straight away. Here's Carter. Oh, Daniel Carter, look out. He's looking in form here. He's looking a good touch. Kaino, Franks. Getting offload nicely. Romano. Here's Luke Romano. Good bottom Piatau. Oh, wow. Oh, that is an absolute monster of a hit from Tukelet. Oh, that is one of the best hits I've ever seen. Tukelet come across, got under the rib cage, absolutely hammered him over the touchline. Oh, that is a glorious hit by the Argentinian fullback. Here's Bosch hitting up the line. Oh, look at this, the All Blacks. Numbers in the breakdown, but Argentina hang on just. Perenara quickly in the line, intercepts. Carter picks up, intercepted again. Argentina give themselves the ball back And now we've got an injury to Creevy. This is not good at all. The captain will have to make way. And Gainazu will be the one to come on to replace him. Looks like a bad knee injury as well. Adequate replacement though. Gainazu.
Crouch. Touch.
He'll sit down into the scrum.
Sit.
Still very capable in the front row, Argentina. Cavalli feeds, and there we go. Evidence is that indeed. Now he looks to his fly half. It's
Release.
Sanchez who goes straight into the tackle of Carter. Still running
Release.
forward, Argentina, looking for a way through. There is just minutes remaining in this game here. This could be turnover ball. It is turnover ball. Perenara to Carter. Away for Nonu. Numbers out here is Ritalik. Looking for the man again. It's Waisake. Noholo. He's in for a double. He's becoming a New Zealand cult hero now after a fantastic season. Absolutely destroying sides and a Highlanders jumper. He's a cult hero down there in Otago. But now he's doing it for his country. New Zealand, the All Blacks, are loving this form of Waisake Noholo. He's got a double on Test debut. What can you say about that? He is loving international rugby at the moment, and why wouldn't he? Brilliant step off the right foot. In for the try he goes. Noholo secures the game, and, well, you have to say he secures himself that number 14 jumper for a future test match as well. He has been exquisite on the right wing. Time almost up. I don't know if we'll get a restart. No, there goes the buzzer, and there goes Daniel Carter with another sublime kick against the wind. It is 21 points to 7. And that should be all over. It is indeed. The All Blacks take first points here against Argentina. It will be just the 4, only completing 3 tries, but a tough test where some new combinations, some new faces come to the party, come to the fore for the men in black. Argentina, well, we've seen it time and time again recently. They've played well for 60 minutes and then they've just fallen off the pace just at the end. Could have really hammered forward after the Aguja try, but the All Blacks really asserted some dominance until Waisake Noholo gets his second and puts the game back out to a 14-point margin. So the point scorers were a try for Perenara and 2 for Noholo. Daniel Carter converted all 3 of them to give the All Blacks 21 points. As for the Pumas, on the other side, Aguja with the try, Sanchez with the conversion. Into the stats, and New Zealand did have all the advantages in the world. 66% possession, 69% territory, 3 high tackles, a horribly disappointing part of the match. Only 1 yellow card to Perenara, which they can consider themselves lucky for as well. Big tackle count, 101 all up in the match, and the All Blacks, sadly no mention of line breaks because that was tied up at half time. But the second half, New Zealand have come away nicely and secured themselves the first points in the Rugby Championship. Of course, I'll be back again for the second match of this weekend, which will be Australia at home against the Springboks. That will be massive, absolutely huge match for more than one reason. Of course, Rugby Championship, but as always, with this season, we will be looking to the World Cup, looking forward to the strengths and weaknesses of all sides involved. But that is my time for today. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's match. The All Blacks getting up over Argentina. I'll be back again for plenty more Rugby Championship and plenty more rugby discussions as well. So stick around for all that stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.